Hey guys, welcome to another movie review. So today we will be reviewing The Unbearable Lightness of Being, which was released in 1988. I gave it a rating of 6. It was viewed in May 2 times. So remember that this movie was based on a book by Leon Kundera in 1984. He's a Czech-born French writer, and after the book was released, the movie soon followed. Personally, I prefer the movie over the book, but both are a little bit unclear as to the events that were going on at the time frame of the movie. So, what should have been a 10 picture, The Unbearable Lightness of Being lacks direction and plot. How it ends is also disappointing. In truth, the film merits a second viewing because I think it's that good. Daniel Day-Lewis is excellent as a serial womanizer. Lena Olin is hot, and Juliette Binoche's performance gives a mixed bag of opinions. Those three thespians are what make The Unbearable Lightness of Being sexy yet frustrating picture. The abstractness of the message related to the Czech uprising makes it hard for me to relate. They rely more on emotions than literalness, but Mickey Rourke and Kim Basinger get them across more clearly in 9.5 weeks. On the direction, having seen a lot of Kaufman's films, including Quill's Twisted Invasion of the Body Snatchers, The Right Stuff, and Rising Sun, he is wrong for The Unbearable Lightness of Being. He is an able director, but his films lack completeness. All in all, The Unbearable Lightness of Being shows promise, and I hope my opinion is better next time I see it. Here's my second review. Making good on my promise to see The Unbearable Lightness of Being in hopes of improving my opinion, I now realize that it wasn't a very good movie. I tried hard to like it for the sake of Daniel Day-Lewis, Lena Olin, and Juliette Binoche, but Philip Kaufman's misdirection proves too much for me. The first hour was going well for me until the demonstration changed everything. Thereafter, the film gradually gets worse. It goes into a direction that feels bland and throws off what the story should be all about. The chief problem is the looseness of it. Due to 3 hours of running time, Lena Olin is granted too much screen time because of her character, sets the tone by appearing mysterious in a sexy way. However, the more I get to know her, the more ordinary she is, undermining her effect in the long run. Regardless of all performances, Lena stands out most and is the originator of the passion that is kept alive at a high level, thanks to Daniel Day-Lewis's helping hand. They together have the best scenes in the film, and rightfully so. In fact, because of their chemistry, the movie should have focused on them more often. Although I regard Daniel Day-Lewis as an excellent actor, his character is almost one-dimensional in The Unbearable Lightness of Being. He keeps giving the same look that's supposed to be a turn-on, but is there anything else more of his character? Not for a second. He believes as a brain surgeon, slipping in and out of his womanizing habits in the emulation of the modern-day Don Juan. Juliette Binoche's performance is above average, but her Teresa is more stupid than childish. For somebody as pretty as her and who has the ability to make a living as a photographer, I find her character hard to believe. I wish she was more like Sabrina, but in a different way, to give her a run for her money for vying for Thomas's attention to spice it. Philip Kaufman should have stuck with the material from the first hour and come to a resolve with a moral lesson the next half hour. That way, The Unbearable Lightness of Being would have been an erotic classic. But it's the demonstration that has become the undoing of the film, although I understand it's part of the story. Sometimes it's best to leave that out and go in a different direction, in hopes of making a timeless classic. The character should have been more developed to make the film appear poignant with a tragic finish. If there's anything I love about the film, it's the shots whose perspective is different and unique, hence the foreign look. It helps to have Daniel Day-Lewis English, Lena Olin Swedish, and Juliette Binoche French aboard to authenticate it. There are many scenes that are unlike anything in American films. Perhaps that is why The Unbearable Lightness of Being continues to be revisited. However, by taking them away, the film is nothing but a soft porno with very little plot. By the way, I read the book, but the film version is not the same. That's why Milan Kundera has refused the rights to adapt any more of his works to film. All in all, despite the performances, Philip Kaufman commits the fatal mistake of taking the unbearable lightness of being in the wrong direction because it has so much potential of being an unforgettable classic. Please visit my other movie reviews. Thank you so much for joining me, and we'll see you in my other videos. Thank you so much. Bye.